gentlemen, this is not about collective bargaining. It is about ideology. It is about the ancient animosity which the Republican Party has had towards unions since their very inception. Thank you all so much for standing up.
This isn't one day, this isn't one issue. This is the final line for the fight for the middle class. That's what Paul said it right. The workers in Wisconsin understand they have to share the pain. They've already given up salaries. They've given up benefits. Tough to do. The right thing to do in these times. We all understand that. But they will never, nor should they ever, nor should we ever allow them to give up the basic right to bargain for their wages and benefits. For a long time, people like us took a lot of this stuff for granted. We talked the talk and it was easy. This is the first time that we're going to have to walk the walk. This is about our grandfathers and grandmothers who stood on these lines to get us what we have. If we let them down, we don't deserve what they gave us.
And in my district, there's actually the real Tea Party memorial is right there, the ship. And just for the record, for the Tea Party folks and for everybody else here, just for the record, the Tea Party, when the Tea Party actually occurred, back then the colonists threw the tea overboard. The colonists didn't throw the teachers overboard. The colonists didn't throw senior citizens overboard. The colonists didn't throw kids overboard on Head Start. And the real Tea Party, they didn't throw women on welfare trying to get WIC for their kids and basic benefits for the poor. That was not what the Tea Party is about. This fight, as Mike and Ed have said, this is not just about Wisconsin's workers. This is about you. This is about the future of this country. This is about the vision of America that our parents and grandparents had and that we have for our own children. I give great credit to the workers in Wisconsin. They have been peaceful. They have been respectful. And it's not been just about compromise. We know that we're in a crisis situation in all 50 states. We know there's a need, like in every collective bargaining agreement. I've negotiated a bunch of collective bargaining agreements. There's give and take in every agreement. We know that. This is not about compromise. And there's a difference between compromise and surrender. And the governor of Wisconsin wants us to surrender. Most public workers across this country, they don't have the right to strike. All they have left, all the public workers have left and the public unions have left is the ability to sit down and talk across the table with their employer and negotiate the terms and conditions of their employment. That's all we have. Look, we cannot surrender in this fight. This is all we have left is the ability to negotiate. God bless you all for standing up for America. Thank you.
I'm here to represent the 75,000 men and women of the building trades. Because this isn't just a fight for public employees. This isn't just a fight for workers in Wisconsin. This is a fight, as the earlier speakers have said, for collective bargaining. We have a little expression in the labor movement, united we bargain, divided we beg. Nobody here today, and nobody here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, certainly nobody in Wisconsin and nobody in the United States of America should have to beg. My father's a retired teacher. I had him over for dinner at my house last night. 35 years as a teacher and then as a principal. He never got rich. He's not driving around in a fancy car or living in a big house. Or have 4 or 5 houses like some of the guys that got the tax cut. But he has some dignity. He has a decent pension. He has decent health care. And he's got some dignity and respect. He deserves it like everybody here in this crowd and everybody here who works for him.
Good crowd and you have a pretty good voice out. So let's send a message to the governor of Wisconsin that we're here in front of the State House and we're here. Let's go!
Representative Marty Walsh.
Good stuff. What's going on in Wisconsin right now better not happen here. And the reason why it won't happen here is not because of politicians like me, but because of union members like you. And we need to make sure that we stand with our brothers and sisters in Wisconsin. Get on the phone, make phone calls, let them know, anyone we have there, that we're going to stand with them. The congressman talked about it. People talked about it. Our grandparents, our great-grandparents fought the fight for us to have the wages we have, not just here in Boston, but in Wisconsin. The people that are booing me across the street right now are benefiting their wages because, not because of me, but because of the work that you people do here every day. And the people of Wisconsin, the work that they do every single day.
Enough! We need to send a message to the state of Wisconsin, to the state of Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York. Who knows who's next? Tennessee, thank you. But we're here united, and I wanted to introduce one of our members who has recently learned the benefits of having a voice at work. Cynthia Bates, a certified nursing assistant at St. Elizabeth's Medical Center, and a member of the Executive Council of 1199 SEIU. Good evening, brothers and sisters. How y'all doing? There's so many people out here. I'm like, whoa. My name is Cynthia Bates, and I'm a proud member of 1199 SEIU. I'm a certified nursing assistant at St. Elizabeth. You know, he's attacking the democratic rights of all workers.
Professional firefighters, Ed Kelly.
Thank you, Polly! Hey, who's proud to be an American? My grandfather come on the job here in the late 30s. Worked at a firehouse down on Congress Street. Used to sleep out in the fire escape in the summertime so it was hot. They called that firehouse the dump. Well, that firehouse fell off the back of the building with my grandfather on it, broke his leg. That was before they had a union. Back then you got hurt, you didn't work, you didn't get paid. Just that simple. So those guys, those firefighters, his brother, firefighters, soon to be his brother, union members, gave up. They used to work 13 days in a row, then get a day off. For 1 year, they all gave up their day off to make sure that my mother, the oldest of 6 kids, had food on her table. We've come a long way. We've fought our way out. Us public employees, us union members, we've fought for the American dream. To pay it forward for our kids, put a roof over our heads, get some education for our children. And the avenue, the railroad that took us there, was collective bargaining. One contract at a time. We fought, we kicked, we scratched, we fought for the American dream. We fought for dignity. What do we have now? We have a day's pay. If you work long enough and stay healthy enough, you get a pension. Right now you do. You don't have to move into your children's cellar in the twilight of your life. If you get sick or your kid gets sick, you have to take them to the doctors. Is that an outrageous benefit?
No!
Is this what's bankrupt in this country? I don't think so. You know, the richest people in this country, there was only one time they were richer than they are right now. And that was 1928, before the Great Depression.
when they put our work, our people, out on the street in the soup lines. But we're not going back. We're not going back in the projects. We're not going back in the soup lines. We're going to put on the war paint, and we're going to fight like hell for what we deserve. We got a pension from $3.79. And I just want all y'all to know, City Lights and Uvima is behind Wisconsin all the way. Union, 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 union. Thank you very much.
Massachusetts Nurses Association and National Nurses United will stand with our brothers and sisters in Wisconsin. We will stand with our brothers and sisters in Massachusetts. We will stand with each and every union member wherever they live and work. We will not back down. No! We will not allow anyone to strip from us our hard-fought union rights, no matter what it takes. We do not apologize for our collective voice. We do not and we will not accept any effort to weaken our ability to stand up for ourselves or the patients and the clients we serve and protect through the power of our union. We are the ones who care for and protect you, particularly the most vulnerable amongst us.
I grew up in a household where my dad, he worked 7 to 3, 2 weeks, 3 to 11, 2 weeks, 11 to 7, 2 weeks, swing shift. They call it the graveyard shift. And I remember as a young boy standing on a line many times outside that factory. And the reason why he saw benefits in his life and our family saw benefits is because of collective bargaining. We need to protect it everywhere. We need to let those Democratic senators know in Wisconsin that they're doing the right thing. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We are living in ridiculous times, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you how ridiculous it is. Those people at the Tea Party rally, they're working class people just like you.
That's right.
Those people at the Tea Party rally have watched their brothers, their sisters, their parents, maybe even themselves lose their jobs, maybe lose their homes, lose their pensions.
That's right.
And in those ridiculous times, they made the decision that they want to eat themselves up. Let's help them. We know where the enemy is.
That's right.
We know who they are. The enemy is greed, ladies and gentlemen. The enemy is greed. I'm here to deliver one very simple message, which is that we don't need to attack public sector workers to make change for the people of the Commonwealth. Because we are all in this together. Everyone is in this together. There is a reason why our students are #1 in the nation in student achievement. There's a reason why we are growing jobs faster than almost every other state in America. There is a reason why it is we have balanced our budget every year on time for the last 4 years, and our bond rating has stayed strong and gotten strong. The reason is that we turn to each other, not on each other.